Hey, let the PA do the heavy lifting for you. Let that be your volume. If you have too much stage volume, it's even harder for the sound man to get a good sound because all that volume's coming at him and he can't really hear where the sound needs to be. Um, so the one thing you typically notice, especially when you go from one room to another, is that how the sound comes back to you. When you're outside, the sound typically doesn't come back to you. So it really messes people up when they play live for the first time. It's like, they can hear themselves, but they can't hear them. They don't get that reverberation, I guess you would say, of the sound coming back at you. And when you're not used to that, um, it could throw you off a little bit. Till it takes about 3 or 4 songs before you, okay, yeah, this is good. But let the levels of everything be pretty good. Get your stage volume down a bit. Let the PA do the crank. You're better off, even if you can hear people talking in the audience. As long as they can hear you at the back of the room, you're better not to be too loud. Even if you're a metal band, it doesn't matter. You have better sound quality of sound than volume. There's probably going to be enough volume, even if you can hear people talking or whatever. Trust me, as long as they can hear you at the back of the room, that's fine. In fact, there's a little bit of an advantage, and I call it the Beatles effect, when the volume's not so loud that like people could still talk, or whatever, but you get to hear the people going woo, yeah, whatever, a little bit more. It makes more other people get into it. It's what I noticed. When you play too loud, people don't get into it because they want to talk. They go to the back of the room, right? But if it's not too loud, they'll be closer to the stage, and they tend to get into it more. It's just something I noticed. It's pseudoscience, whatever, but I noticed that. Um, Other advice I would give, okay, the mic. Let's talk about the mic because she talked about that. Now, when you're playing, here's what happens with every place you go, whether it's jam night or whatever. Okay, so here's the mic here, right? So, okay, it's a little bit screwed up. You look at, okay, this is probably pretty close to what a sound man's going to do for you. How's that? You'll say, fine. It's not fine. Okay, why? Because I'm playing my guitar. Well, my guitar's down there, right? Well, right now, so they're all over the place, but they would normally be down about here, right? So if I have to play and sing, you got to get on that mic like this. You don't have to be like this, but you have to be probably about there. And if your stage volume's too loud, your vocals is the second thing that sets your volume. You cannot have anything louder than the vocals, period. Because if not, you will not be able to hear yourself. You will not be the vocals will suck, and if the vocals suck, your band sucks. So you want to be about here. But problem is you want to be here while you're playing, right? Well, that's too tall because I can't see. Here's what I do: pull them. Okay, now I'm naturally looking down. Okay, maybe go a little bit lower, whatever. Okay, you adjust the mic stand. Don't let the, and if the guy goes to move up, say no, 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 don't be afraid. No, no, I prefer it there. So now I'll just grab the bass just to show you. Okay, so the audience is out there. They're starting to do the woohoo thing, and I got the bass here. Okay, got no strap on, but so now I can play. Whatever. Okay, I can see what I'm doing, right? I can see the audience. I can interact with the audience. I'm comfortable. Yeah, I'm a little bit hunched forward or whatever. That's, like you don't have to be too hunched forward, but you know, whatever's comfortable. So the more upright you are, the better. But you know, leaning into the mic, I find for me is better than doing the Lemmy. Like the Lemmy can do the Lemmy because he's playing on notes that allow him to do this, right? So he doesn't have to look at his bass, right? But if you're playing complicated things, how am I doing for time here? Yeah, if you're playing complicated things, okay, I'll give you an idea. Go mic there. I'll grab a pick here. So if the mic was here, or up here, right? And I have to play, say, see, I already missed it. Where I had to go. I already missed where I had to go because I had to go this, okay? Or, but I can't see that, so I'll start it in the right spot, and I don't have it strapped, so. So I have a hard time seeing, even out of the corner of my eye, I'm having a hard time seeing the guitar. Right? No problem. Right? Very comfortable playing like that. You know, you can play complicated stuff, still see what you're doing. The mic, you can angle it up, you can angle whatever is comfortable for you, but you typically want to be about that. Like when you're singing into the mic, and I'm guilty of doing this too. Like when we're practicing, we tend to, be up like this, right? But when you got to get used to it. If you have a mic at home, even when it's not being used, get used to standing it, because you get to stationary your head, right? So what I do is when I'm singing, if it sounds like I'm like just a little bit too loud, I'm probably just about right. So when I'm singing, as long as I'm not popping the mic, I can get there, no problem. I can hear myself in the monitor, whatever, no problem. If you got in-ears, okay, no problem. But most people starting out are not going to have in-ears. Most places don't have that. That's big rock star stuff. But a lot of people are starting to go to that, and that is the way to go. But this is very, very relaxed for me. So I'm slightly looking down. I know sometimes you got to, whatever with your vocals. But the idea is if you're going to play and sing at the same time, you're capable of doing it. So get comfortable with the mic. Get used to playing near a mic and stuff like that. That takes a lot of getting used to being here with your instrument. But you can see also too the gap I got here. When your mic stands straight up, okay, your guitar or your bass or whatever's too close to it, and you'll be bashing into it all the time. But when it's like this, like you got all that room, right? So it's just a tip that because she had talked about. I remember the girl that talked about that. She was singing off the mic, looking at her guitar, so she'd be like singing right here while she's looking at her guitar, but the mic's over here, right? And then that kind of thing. So stay on the mic. You should look something like this. So, yeah, it looks a little funny, but you get the idea. You're about here, and then when you're really howl, you can back up a bit or whatever, but you get the idea. So hopefully those tips will help. And the last one, like I say, is like I said before, fun. So that's just the stuff I've found playing live over the years. Hopefully soon to do it again with triple hammer. When just need a drummer right in the middle here, and this is pretty much triple hammer. It's good. It's going to be a fun band. It's going to be a very fun concept when that album's done. So yeah, so if you guys like that kind of a tip and trick video, I might, I know it doesn't sound like I know what I'm talking about a lot because, you're not seeing me on the stage and stuff like that. But I have done it, and I have noticed things. And the big one, tune your guitars, stay on the mic, get comfortable, take your time getting into the songs. Don't just jump into the songs. Make sure everybody's ready for your first one. Again, once you've done your 10th gig or 15th gig or 500th gig, that's when you come running out like David Lee Roth or whatever Dimebag Darrell, and you just start thrashing away, or Steve Harris on, you can just come out, bang right into the song once you've done it enough, right? So, and you always have to be ready to adapt to a new kind of situation live, because something always goes a little bit awry. A monitor cuts out, a pickup just stops working for whatever reason. Check your jack. That kind of stuff. All right, there we go. So have yourselves a great day.